But now, let's talk about those bullies. Let's talk about those nasty and silly students who did not show any empathy and were bullying you and were just, always after you, shaming. What happened after the interview? Did anything change?
Even before the BBC interview, sef, yes, before their interview, when my mom called that lady, yes, when she called the lady, we were on holiday. So when we resumed school, my mom came to my school and she told um like our school management. So the woman now came to my class later in the day. She now came to ask them what have been going on in the class. So ever since that day, because she told me to say my mind and my heart, that I should just pour out my mind and heart to them, that the way they used to insult me and everything. So actually ever since that day, there is nobody, none of them is going to do me. Everybody is my friend, and we are talking, we are gisting, we are laughing, we are smiling together. No, it's even that they're even the ones that most times when we're going home together now, and people are like, that there are still some people that will be like, oh, these girls, they are the ones that will be like, is something wrong with you people? So that's just it. Same just that ever since that incident, everything just changed.
Wow. So you opening up to your mom and your mom's intervention was a game changer already before the interview. Now, now you are global. Everybody wants to meet you. Everybody wants to take picture with you. Everybody wants, to just take, I mean, they want to connect with you. How does it feel to be a celebrity? Because you said, is that me? I think that's what. So how do you feel now that you're so much out there globally and people are engaging with you, loving up on you, crushing on you? Do people crush on you? Ooh. Yeah, I will not tell. Let me allow you to answer. Yeah, the people love upon you. I mean, your fans and everyone. How does it feel like that celebrity thing?
Honestly, it feels good though. Like my first statement will always be, this feels good. I feel good and everything, because most times when I'm walking on the road, some people just be like, is this not this girl? You walk again, this one will be like, is this not this girl? Even when I visited Unilag recently inside their
You
school,
visited where?
Unilag,
Unilag, University of Lagos.
yes, when I visited that place, I was just like, I was even to some extent, if I was even tired, the people I was with were like, they I was even tired, but people were like, somebody even came to meet me, Catherine. Like you that type of attention and everything. At some point, I was like, it's too much, but at the same time, I feel proud of myself because now for someone to come and meet you and be like, this is not this girl. Another person that come and meet you and be like, this is not this girl. You guys have been feeling yourself that you are not a small person. So that's just, I just feel good. I thank God for everything.
So is it now easy for you to just go out in the street when you are not in your daddy's car and you have to take public transport to do things? How is it now? Because everybody knows Cutie Kathy. How is it easy to go about in public transport now? Before you were going anonymously, people just be calling you names those times and those things. Now that everybody now wants to be, you are now a public figure, you are now a celebrity. How do you handle that going out? Because you have to go out definitely. You have to go to school. You have to go to other places. How does it feel?
Well, to me, it's just normal because I don't know. It's still the same as maybe when I'm walking and people are saying that is this not this girl? It's just the same thing. It's the same thing as when I'm walking or every step particular place. So same thing as when I'm inside the bus too. It's just the same thing.
Okay, makes sense. So maybe one brand out there is gonna just engage you very soon, and the first thing they'll be doing is to give you a car because their celebrity will not be walking the streets. And I mean, their intention, you are comfortable with it, but it can get overwhelming because you can't even just just be anonymous again. You know what they say about a golden fish has no hiding place. So this cutie Kathy, you are very brutal with your branding. No, cutie Kathy. That's a very brutal combination. This cutie cannot even walk freely again. Everybody is just wants to engage you. Very good. I see that. I mean, I've watched your interviews and I see the level of self confidence, the charisma that you have. You have poise, you have the calm, you have that, presence of mind, and you sound very, very extremely intelligent. That leads me to the next question. Now that you are out there, how are you able to balance your, okay, should I ask first, how did you get into modeling?
So, it started during that interview. Yes, the story the beginning of everything is that BBC's interview. That is the beginning. So ever since that BBC's interview, that Punch interviewed me. From Punch interview, I started like people messaged me that, oh, because I want to use it for this was like makeup artist. I need you, I want to use it for this, I want to use it for that. So I'll say that that BBC's interview is the whole story, is the beginning. From like if you want to start climbing ladder, that is just the beginning. So I don't know, Sha, when I started the interview, when I did the interview, I just thought about it. I was not like, but Catherine, wait though, you have a good skill like this. Who's you gonna be doing modeling? Because obviously, the modeling industry, let's say the market out there, do you know that they want like people different? Like you're not
Unique.
just there, you're different. You get, and you can use your like this your particular skin. You can use it to how I put it, to sell yourself out there. Like people will want to work with you and be like, this recruit girl, please, I need that. I want to work with that. This recruit girl, I need that. I want to work with that. That was how I not thought of it. That, or maybe I'm going to start modeling. So from there, that was how I just started.
All right. So it was very organic, because modeling, a lot of people will be going for, I know for theater it's audition. I don't know what it is for modeling. They'll be going for one thing or the other in order for the companies to engage them, just to get known, to, be considered. But in your own case, it was people that were looking for you. My question before that led me to that is, how are you? Okay, can you tell us some of the jobs that you have done? I heard recently that you were on the runway also for something that has to do with the Guinness Book of Records. When did you even start? Sorry, I can't call you this girl. Let me also. When did you even start? 2 years BBC right here, Guinness Book of Records. Which kind of anointing is that one? So, what are the modeling experiences that you have had, or modeling experience? Can you share some of them with us?
Okay, so let me start with that runway, the Guinness World Records stuff. So there was this particular transition I did on my birthday. Yes, my birthday last year. So from there, I guess the girl that wanted to break the record saw it. Then she DM'd me. And she was not like, oh, she wants to break this particular record for this Guinness World Record thing that, and talking about diversity and inclusivity, different type of people on the runway. We're not trying to like single out some people. We need everybody, all sides, both sides, height and everything. Then that was what she told me. Then I was like, okay, I'll get back to her. And I'll discuss with my parents and everything. They're not like, it's fine. Then we started our training. Training was tough because I don't really work on heels. And as a model, you have to know how to work on heels. So during training, oh my god, I sweat like my leg was paining me. But
Wow.
when you know that you have a destination, you just want to get there. So that was just it. With a lot of training and everything. Even on that day, if I could not even believe it because even still with my training, I was still, I was not like that perfect that I know that I want to go and work on this type of runway that millions and millions of people are going to see. But immediately I took my first step, I don't know what got over me. But you know that once you're just there already, there's no going back. There's no going back. So that I just stood on the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know. I was just going. I don't even know. I was just going. Then I went to the backstage and I now calmed down. I was like, I just worked perfectly. And now, like, I just flashed back to my last practice. I was like, well, there's a big, huge difference because even my coaches were still complaining during my last practice. It was even one of my coach that now called me. I was like, Patty, can you see the people are cheering you? See the people are cheering because immediately I walked out. I did not work at the beginning. Like that you're trying to keep something for later. You understand? You're trying to keep something for later. That was now when I worked. So immediately I just stepped outside and people were cheering me. I guess maybe it was that because at first I was nervous, I was anxious, I was shaking. But I don't know, maybe when I started hearing people that they're like cheering me, that was when that confidence to walk on that runway now came. So when my coach was not like, you see when people are cheering you, that means that your next work must be very, very great. See, it was even like, oh, this girl, you're even like you did well because they did not expect it from that last practice I had. So it was a very, very nice experience. I get to see other models and I became friends with other models and just going out there just to explore and know more about the modeling industry. Yes, because you know that when I was with other models, of course, and those models that I was with, they are like how do I say they are professionals. Some people are like they are beginners like me, and some have their models that they're not even beginners, they're already there, and their work is perfect and everything. So hearing this from this particular model, hearing this from this and trying to gather information about this whole modeling thing. It was actually a really, really good experience. I won't lie. It was nice.
Ooh, I can sit here and listen to you all day. You are just killing this interview. And that's part of the reasons why I actually brought you to my channel because I was watching your interviews and be like, wow, she got it. So, you're just so special. You just go from zero to hero, zero to hero, zero to hero. Everything you do, you just touch it because it's Midas touch. Maybe some parents will be begging God that can't you give us a child like Catherine now? Give us a child. The ones that were kind of before they blame shame and not even blame shame right now. Maybe they just talk down on you or something like that or avoid you. Now that you're flying and everything is happening for you, be like, maybe God should give them someone like you too, so they can have your skin and have the kind of status and attention. You know what? Because your mom's action, I see from this conversation, was the game changer, and it changed that game forever. And with supportive husband like your dad, and you guys just synergize. I have a question for you. You must have a lot of connections now. Everybody wants to be cutie Cathy's friend. Can you give me some of those connections? Because everybody, everybody, you are just all over. And it's people that are looking for you and not you looking for them in that sense. I know you want to go professionally and you want to, you need, clients and all of those things. Jobs should come. But will you say that you already having some useful connection in the industry right now?
Yeah, so at least I can say from those other jobs I've done because like from a particular job I did, another client messaged me just from that job. So that job is now getting you another job. So that type of connection, Sha. So that is just it.
Amazing. That's so beautiful. When you talked
Not
about
go more.
you want more, definitely more will come. More will come. And when you talked about your first experience on the runway, it wasn't any is not strange to you. It's not about you. Of course, the moment you hit the runway, a different energy came on you, a different presence came, and you entered into character, and you were able to give your best to it and got the cheers of the audience. What you explained earlier is called stage fright. People, how am I going to do? How am I going to perform? Just the newness of it. Even it happens to the best of people, even experienced people. I've been a public speaker for so long, and I know that in the early time, part of the career, that stage fright usually happens. You may not see it in people's voice. Maybe they just manage it somehow, and pull through brilliantly, which is exactly what you did. It's not just in your own modeling career. So I was going to ask you, now we are at the question, with all your engagements, Guinness Book of Records, you were one of the team that was trying to break a record, and you have invitations for jobs, modeling, and different kind of things that they want you to do. They need your specialty. How were you able to balance this with your studies? You said you are a science student. Science student, please take your time to explain, how are you able to cope with all that aspect of your prep, going back and forth, and also school?
During that particular Guinness Book of Record, that particular record, school was on. But my whole training was during the holidays. But school was on when we wanted to do that. When it was the D-Day, school was on. So what did I do? I I at first I took my book because we were still practicing when school was on. But I don't like go every day. Our practice was Saturday and Sunday. But there were some days that I had to go during weekdays. So I'm not going to go to school that particular day. I have to go for training. So what did I do? I took my notes. That is, if I'm going to stay over there, that I'm not going to come home. I might have training like Wednesday, Thursday, and going there that same day, coming back home and going there the other day and everything. It's actually somehow. So I had to stay there with the girl. So I
Wow.
just took my book along. Then I asked my classmate that, please, when you are home, help me and snap your note and send it to me so that I can even have notes to write. That was how I
Wow.
did then. Then during the whole record thing, I did not have any time for me to start writing notes and everything. So I did not take any notes with me. Then I sure did it, but immediately I went to school. When I got to school, it was very, very hectic for me because I had to start writing notes and it was already close to our midterm break. So I had to submit notes and do some tests from so that I can even have my midterm assessment. I know that it was very, very it was not easy. My mom wrote my notes for me. My classmates wrote my notes for me. Still, I could not even like cover up everything, but what I just had to do it like that. Even the test self that I did, those subjects that I have complete note of, that was the test I did. The ones that I don't have notes for, I could not do it because what do I want to go and write when I don't have notes? I don't know. Then after then during the midterm break, I now copied the rest of the notes. I just make sure that I had a complete notes before I resume the other them. It was not easy. It was not actually easy balancing everything. Even sometimes I still have jobs now. I have jobs during weekdays that particular day I will not go to school. But if I want to accept any job, I have just like for weekdays, it's just 2 days because I'll look at that particular day that, oh, okay, on this particular day, I'm not having like a particular crazy subject like my science subject. So like Wednesday, Friday, those are the days I take weekdays job. Because I'm usually like that day is usually it's comfortable for me. I'm not having any crazy subjects. That's just